Hello and welcome to the Sideboard here in SCG Seattle. I am Ruben Bressler and I'm here with notable streamer, deck builder, writer, brewer, Travis Wu, and he has brought what he's calling Sledgehammer Red.
Oh, right? No, I'm calling it Dirty Sledgehammer. So I've been working on this deck that I've been calling, I started as Dirt Cheap Dirty Red, but it's not Dirt Cheap anymore. We got the Thundermaws. Yeah, which came from a Sledgehammer Red build. Some guys on MTG Salvation linked me to this. 4 Thundermaws in the main deck, and I tried it out, loved it. So that's what I've been calling it. And
so it's essentially a mono red aggro deck, but it's got a much bigger top end than the mono red decks that we've been seeing so far. You have no Mog Flunkies, no Rakdos Shred Freaks. Instead, you've got a huge top end with 4 Thundermaw Hellkites, 4 Hell Riders, and even a Hound of Gristlebrand.
Yeah, I mean, we still get like some free wins from just coming out super fast with these.
With Rakdos Cackler, Stromkirk Noble, and your 2-drops, Gorehouse, Chainwalker,
and Ash Zealot. But we can win really long games now with these just because our deck is just like hitting them over a sledgehammer. I just won a game against Band Control last round on like turn 15 or turn 10 or 15, something crazy, right?
Yeah.
Which most red decks can't do against a Band Control
Like
deck.
most red decks, you can deal 20 damage very fast, but unlike most red decks, you can deal 35 damage over the course of a longer game if you need to.
I can do 20 with a single card, potentially, if I need to.
Now, one of the more important cards in the deck that we haven't talked about yet is your 3-drop Pyreheart
Wolf.
Talk to me about the Wolf.
I can't say enough about this card. I see lists online, people playing Vexing Devils and stuff, or like 2 Wolves main, 2 Wolves on the board. This should be a 4. This card is crazy. It's extremely flexible, it's great at blocking, it's the only real great blocker in the deck. You know, it can block a Thragtusk, turn sideways, but it just cuts off blocking so hardcore. If they have 3 creatures, they can only block with 1 of them, or like they can only block 1 creature. If they have 1 creature, they can't block any. So a lot of decks have a game plan of playing a Thragtusk or a Centaur Healer, hoping that's enough, and we can keep them off even blockers. They'll play 4 guys and keep them all back on defense. And I play a Searing Spear on their 1 guy. They can only block 1 guy. I'm sending everyone. Are they blocking Pyreheart Wolf, which has Undying? You know, this
is actually a lot more like a lot of green stompy decks. You have so few burn spells and so many creatures.
Yeah, the burn spells are primarily removal spells. These rarely go to the face. Sometimes you will get the win that way, but generally these are meant to just clear blockers.
Now, your mana base is the best mana base in Standard.
Yeah.
You've got how many mountains?
22 mountains, 3 Hellion Crucibles.
Right, 3 Hellion Crucible is a little bit of a controversial card in the mono-red circles, if there's ever any controversy in mono-red. People don't really, you know, it's a slower card. In your list, it obviously makes sense because you have a much grindier red deck.
I agree, Ruben. I initially wrote this card off and said I didn't like it because it didn't cast Ash Zealot. But I found that if I was going to play 25 lands, I was more likely to flood out. And I'd like my land to like make me a 4/4 if I flood, as opposed to, you know, not making me a 4/4 haste creature.
Yeah, it's always nice to have utility lands in your aggro decks. I remember playing Kithkin, and it had so many utility lands when it had 25 lands because you were casting your 5-drops.
This is one of the reasons we can win longer games. And 4/4 is also a key power toughness in the format, because Thragtusk will often trade with a Hellrider or a Searing Spear or a Chainwalker, and Beast does not match up very well against a 4/4.
Sure. So, moving to the sideboard, you've got more Hounds of Gristlebrand. You've got more Illumination in Flames of the Firebrand and Mizium Mortars. Now, what are those for? Okay,
so there's 2 basic sideboard plans. The first one is you bring in all that burn 3, 7, 9 spells. You go with a 16 or 9 here. And you go up to 15 burn spells, and they're not going at the face. They're going all at creatures. And when you do that, we're like cutting a lot of the guys who don't kill them on their own, bringing in Hounds. So then the game plan there is just kill everything they have and stick a Hound or a Hellrider or a Thundermaw and ride that 1 card to victory.
Right.
So like Flames, sometimes a 3-for-1 against certain decks, which is awesome, obviously. Mortars kills Restoration Angel, locks it on Smiter, a creature with Volcanic Strength. Really flexible card, and we can overload it because we're playing 25 lands. Sometimes boarding in the 26th if we think we want to hit our, you know, if we make
the 4th Hellion Crucible in the sideboard. And you've still got Pillars in the sideboard. Is Zombies a rough matchup?
No, I don't think Zombies is particularly hard because like Zealot pairs up really well with their things. Hellrider is pretty much more aggressive than Aristocrat, and especially after board, we can keep Messengers and stuff off the table. But yeah, Pillar's really flexible, kills Messenger, kills, Strangleroot Geist, I don't know, Ash Zealot. There's just a lot of things that it gets.
Yeah, and it's always nice when your mono red deck can overload a 6-mana Flame Wave on your opponent.
Absolutely. Oh, and the second sideboard plan, I said the first one was 15 burn. The other one is when the removal isn't that good. We might cut these and bring in like, there should be a second Stone Right. The second Stone Right not pictured.
Go up to 10 1-drops.
Yeah, we might bring in the Hounds and the Stone Rights and like, I don't know, cut some of these. Maybe bring in Mortars, so we only have a couple burn spells. Some decks we just want to jam all creatures, like a control deck. If they're going to sweep anyways, I don't need to kill their thing.
Now, you've been developing this online.
Yeah.
You've been writing about it.
Yeah.
Where can people find out more about anything you've been working on? This, Epic Experiment, Green Summer. You're known for a lot of stuff.
I can use your help, actually, because this deck came from a lot of places. Technology came from all over the place. Streaming definitely helped because we had a lot of people in chat just suggesting cards. I didn't come up with Thundermaw, Crucible, Hound, Pyro. I mean, Corbett Gray, my friend and teammate, had the original version, so all I did is develop ideas coming in. So if you want to help out, Facebook.com/TravisDWoo, Twitter.com/TravisDWoo. I respond to everything, Twitch.com/TravisWoo. And you can always find me on Channel Fireball Monday nights where my articles go up.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for joining me in the sideboard, and good luck.
Thanks, Ruben.